It's ridiculous.
You share
Hello,
some good
hello,
stuff, too. He shared some really good
Hello.
stuff. You share some.
hello, hello.
I'm sorry.
You can hear it now?
phone.
Yeah, you can hear it now. It was switched to the wrong
Ah. Oh man.
Well,
Y'all missed some
Ah,
jewels.
man. This happened last
This
time.
man dropped some jewels.
This happened
and
last
y'all
time.
Missed it. I'm so sorry for you,
So
but I heard it.
but I heard it.
Yes, I did.
Bless the
that's
Lord.
that's why y'all need to be here on time
Mhm.
so I can. What is going on with Instagram?
Oh man.
I don't know what's
That's
going on.
rough
I don't know
right
what's
there.
going on with Instagram. It's been messing up sometimes. Like what? It's doing a lot right now. It's doing a lot.
You kicked me out.
I don't know. It's really Instagram, but it be doing a lot. Yeah, it be doing a lot. So basically, Pastor, you want to reiterate kind of what you said, and I'll go back over it really quick.
Okay.
It's simple.
No, well, but first thing we talked about was that in the very beginning, when we had our previous conversation about how we were going to do this, and you presented the idea to me, and I had been bugging you anyway about what you do. So, but you gave me okay. Hey, this is what I'm about to do next, Pastor. And you were telling me the process, and you were like, when we're all said and done, I'll figure out the people who prefer the acquisitions portion best, those who prefer underwriting, those who prefer funding, etc. We were talking about that, and one of the first things I said to him was, "Hey, man, I want to know all of it,
Yeah,
from beginning to end." And the reason I was saying that is because of two things. The first thing is I don't have a lot of faith in a lot of people.
Yeah,
really, nobody really.
Yeah.
But I trust the God in people, but I definitely don't trust people. And so I don't want to be caught in a situation where somebody's failing at their particular portion, and I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to know how to do
100%.
all of it. Also, I'm the kind of person I don't like waiting on people. I want to go and get it all done.
Yeah.
But the third portion is I'm almost 50 years old, and I don't have time. I don't feel like I have time to tell me as we go along moment.
Yeah.
And I know right now we're going through that moment of, okay, we just started acquisitions, then I'll teach you all this, then I'll teach you all that. I needed to know what the whole journey was.
Yeah.
That way, at my age now, I'm gonna tell you if I want to do it.
Yeah.
If you tell me the whole journey, if I'm not interested, I can tell you. Just listen to you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in doing that.
So the reason I'm asking the way I'm asking is I'm thinking about maybe making a few of these days, and it could be today that we start this. Today, tomorrow, today and tomorrow. Because it's gonna take time to break all that down, because I don't want to skip anything.
Right.
I don't want to skip anything. And us, making calls is cool. That's cool. That's a type of deal we did. That's awesome. And kind of what I wish we did is I wish we did week 1, calling agents to get a feel for it. Understand how to do that. Week 2, call this type, go through the whole process. How does that work? And do that. Maybe we might do that soon. But I want to make today was supposed to be follow-up day. They didn't hear about that. Right. So today I'm thinking about answering those questions as far as resources, as far as talking about disposition, all 3 parts of how the system workflow works, getting into depth about those, and answering any questions you have about any of those 3 things. That way, the whole workforce or the whole workflow of how everything goes.
I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of it now.
Okay.
But you didn't know I was doing this. But on day number 1 and 2, I was strategically asking you questions and pushing you along the process. Yeah. Because I wanted to hear whether or not I was willing to invest my time like that.
Yeah.
Because I know me better than some people know me. And so I know if I'm going to be lazy and I'm not going to do it.
Exactly.
Or if I know I'm not going to follow through with this.
Yeah.
Like the tech sales thing, I wasn't interested enough in it to know I was going to follow through with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to do that. I knew from day 2, that's not going to do this.
Yeah.
So let me go do what I know what I want to do. I know I'll finish this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just, at my age now, I want to finish stuff. I don't have time to start stuff.
Start and quit.
Don't finish. Start them, don't finish it. I got to finish stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
no, 100% understand. So what I was just telling them or naming off things was different acquisition strategies of how we're going to acquire properties, because that's the really only different thing. Underwriting is going to be the same. Disposition is honestly still going to be the same. Only thing that's really going to change significantly is how you acquire the properties, what you feel comfortable with doing.
Gotcha.
So I was asking them each which one they feel comfortable with going, kind of what personally, what would they feel comfortable with kind of going with. So we had pre-foreclosure was one. We had a direct to agent, which we were doing. We have direct to seller, meaning cold calling sellers, seeing if they want to sell their house, based off distressed situations. We can get into that if we get there. We can go driving for dollars. That doesn't seem like something you guys want to do.
Going outside looking for sales.
Going outside, not even looking for sales signs, looking for like homes that like grass not cut, car has a broken window, roof not fixed, window, stuff like that. Yeah, so stuff like that. What is another one? Door knocking. Door knocking is another way you can do it. Done that. You can do a no equity list. Meaning that the person's property, they have a loan that is close to how much the house is worth. So if they sell the property, they're going to be probably cutting a check to sell their house, or they just walk away with no money. A lot of times they're leaving because of job relocation, or family in need of them, so they have to move back home or something like that. The reason they got to move quick, so they usually sell within that first or second year of owning that home, and now they have no equity built up to make a clean cut purchase. That's one list. You have a veterans list. You can go to VA people, especially the ones that are that get deported or relocated because of job or something like that. The reason I go for them is because they usually take advantage of their VA loans, which means they have no money down. So they're kind of in the same category as a no equity list, but they start with no equity. Typically, a homeowner, first-time homeowner, puts down 3.5%. Typically, sometimes they put down 5, 10, 20% if they have that money saved. But typically, they're gonna shoot for that low 3.5% to kind of get in the deal and do what they gotta do. Now, VA loans, you don't have to put no down payment, and so you're starting at zero equity from the jump. And if they get deported or relocated or whatever thing for the job, they got to move, because they usually have to move. They're going to start off with no equity, and they're going to have to cut a check to sell their house. And that's moving the wrong way. Exactly. So I know some people search specifically for VA homes that are on the market or looking to sell. What's some other ways?
I have my two already.
I'm gonna stop right there because I'm still thinking about some other ways. Okay, empty nesters. What empty nester means is kids gone out of the house. They got a big house. They're looking to downsize, and they just got too much house. And they typically own that home for 20 plus years, typically, meaning they have no mortgage, right? So they own the house outright. So that's so that's what these guys were. They were, 70 plus years old, a kid's gone, and they had no mortgage, which is the reason they were open to doing the house this way, because they just want to receive some income coming in and just pass it off to their kids, because they're kind of peaking at where they're going to be at. So that's another one you can do. Which all these lists I'm naming off, you can find them resources online. You can pay for their services to get that list and skip trace the numbers and give those people a call, right? So yeah, out of that, what I'll start with you. What are the two that you prefer?
The two that I prefer is number one, pre-foreclosures.
Okay.
Because I don't want to skip trace. I want none of that. I want a list that I can easily call.
Okay.
And then the direct to agent.
Direct to agent. Okay.
Because I feel like the rest of them require too many additives to make it work.
Yeah. Okay. You're same. Pre-foreclosure and direct agent.
Because I know that when it comes to especially, and one thing that I want to learn more with direct agent is there are a lot of terms and terminology that you need that help the conversation flow a little bit better.
Yeah, I would say yes, just because it makes you seem more credible when you know things what they're talking about. And if you throw some terms out there, they'll be like, oh, he's kind of know what he's talking about, but he's talking about a LOI. LOI, a lot of people don't know what LOI is. So if you say stuff like that, some agents honestly don't even know what that is either. But if you use terms like that, they'd be like, okay, well, they kind of used to, what they say POF, that's a proof of funds, So like stuff like that, you would need to know. That way you're not asking questions that they feel like or deem, like, who is this person? I don't know what the POF is. Yeah. So, yeah.
But I also mean like how to move when it comes to a home. Because you know, some homes, we had an agent the other day who didn't know anything, or who was saying she didn't know anything about her client needing an extended loan on the home or anything like that.
Loan modification.
So, So those types of moments I don't understand. So for me, until you said something, that's it is. I just took her at her word saying she don't know. I'm like, all right, you just didn't do your homework, and I'm just gonna go on about my day.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that you knowing that will allow me to at least get a view into the situation that I didn't have before.
No, absolutely. No, 100% makes sense. And that whole strategy is like a whole different persona that you're putting on, other than talking to agents, because you're having to be sympathetic with this person. You have to be, as a helpmeet to this person, because they're going through a tough situation where you don't want to just try to seem predatorial to them. Like, I want to buy your property. Like every other investor that calls them, like, hey, I know what situation you're in. Hey, what you gonna do with it? Nah, like I want to call and say, hey, I understand the situation, and I want to help you keep the home if that's possible. Do you mind going through some options with me to kind of see if we can help you out? That's what I want to start off with. And I'm going through 8 steps that I already have prepared out. Like I go through each one. Hey, this work out for you? No? Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm gonna figure out a solution to help them out in the best situation they can. That just goes a long way to me personally, and I know they appreciate it a lot too.
That sits like better in my heart.
Yeah,
I feel like if you could, or tell us, or you write down, however you want to do it, write down the steps.
Yeah, I think I have a template for it, so awesome. I'll send that to you guys as well.
Because when you were telling us about the things that you want to gather, or if possible, get from the agent on the phone, I just typed them out.
Things.
I typed them out, and so now it's in my head.
Yeah,
I want to find out what the motivation is. I want to see what the time scale is. I want to know how many issues in the home. Now that's in my head now, naturally. So I'm looking for a way to incorporate that into my conversation.
Yeah. And
I think if we get those steps that you got written down or wherever those options, once we get there in our head, it'll be a lot,
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
I just don't like feeling like I'm stepping into a conversation blind. Because if I have no idea where to even begin other than hello, how are you doing? I'm looking for your home. I'm looking to buy your home. That feels good as a start for me. And then the conversation starts, and like literally, I'm just like floating here for a second. I go. Yeah. What do I do?
Yeah. Those 4 things are I needed. Because now, when we first start, I'm already, from what you told me, I'm already trying to find out why this person is selling this house, or if the price went down, why did it go down? Or I'm trying to figure out if the price doesn't seem as high as maybe it could be. Is there a problem with the home? I'm looking for those red flags you were talking about.
Yeah.
That kind of tell me what questions to ask. What gets me is when everything looks perfect, what do I say?
Yeah.
That's the one that throws me. That's why yesterday, the one that said I think 389 or whatever it was, we looked at the comps. You didn't say anything, but I glanced down at the comps when you went down there.
Yeah.
And I saw the numbers, and I'm like, well, that's kind of close to where the comps already are. I knew she was going to say the holidays were probably a reason why they didn't sell. And she said it before we could even ask her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was the holidays. I told them it should be 389. They didn't believe me. It started at 14, ended at 389. I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And at that point, I went right into, we're going to send you offers or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I remember that.
I really didn't know what to do because everything looked perfect.
Yeah.
When I was listening to that call, that sounded like the way to go.
Yeah. And sometimes, honestly, that is the best way to go.
Okay.
Because I think in that situation, that was the best way to go, because it's like, sometimes you got to be real, and some agents just appreciate it. It's like, you know what? Like, I'm an investor. I understand what you're trying to do. I think maybe the best option for you is to probably just keep shopping on the market. Now, keep me in your back pocket as a tool in your tool belt.
Right.
If any other situation comes up, maybe you gotta sell it last minute resort. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna be for you. Like, if you sell on market, perfectly happy with that. If you don't, and you need another resource, come talk to me. Let's work something out. And I honestly haven't been using that the way I said that, because I usually use that a lot. I haven't been using it a lot lately, and I'm gonna start using it again. So I like being that back tool pocket that they can rely on. Say, hey, look, you need something more creatively or something to work out in your back pocket. Let me be your tool in your tool belt that you use whenever a situation like this comes up.
Nice. The mindset of, no matter what it happens at the end of this call, I just want to benefit to you.
Exactly. And that's all what is honestly about, building that relationship like that. So as far as foreclose go, I was trying to remember what the 8 steps were, and I just remembered them. And I'll send you this anyways.
Cool.
But it's 8 things that I like to go through one by one to make sure that I'm giving the best value to that seller during this time right now. First one, I want to let you guys know up front, it is hard getting in contact with these people because you're one of 200 people that are calling them about their house easily. 1 of 200, if not more, and they're calling them daily, and they get frustrated and they take it out on you. So you won't have to deal with that, honestly. Like I said, I tried doing this. And I didn't have thick skin again back then. I have thicker skin now where I can deal with it. But back then, quick story, and I'll get into this. So I was door knocking, pre-foreclosures.
That's hard, bro.
It's very hard.
Yeah, that's face to face.
Very
Yeah.
hard.
What's the cold call?
It is, but you're like, and I just like again, I just started, so I was, obviously, I'm thinking of, let me read this script and memorize it just a little bit, where I'm just like, I don't have to hold it in front of them when I'm doing it. So I door knocked 3 doors one day and didn't do it again. So first door I door knocked was a lady, and she I knocked on her door, took her a while to answer it, and I was like, hey, I work with, I forgot what I said. I think I said I work with the county, and I'm just want to provide help for people that are going through a situation. I want to help them get the best, some of that nature, right? It's just like, oh, it was a HOA lien, and I took care of it, and I was like, okay. First mistake there was I didn't say, okay, well, if you took care of it, awesome. How did you take care of it so that way I can know to let other people know to do the same thing?
Right.
I should have let her explain it more. She could have been lying to me, right?
Yeah.
And so I should have let her explain it more for that reason, and also just so I can be more educated on how she did it, so that way I can teach other people how to do it, right? I didn't ask that, and I just said, okay, she lost her house. She didn't take care of it, so that was one. Felt terrible about that one. That same day, I went to the next guy's house. I went to his house, knocked on the door. And he's like, he's not a big dude, but like he's a little timid. So it was the way he opened the door with the demeanor. And I was like, first I saw him, I just paused. I didn't say nothing. I was like, my name is Damien. I work for the and I just want to make sure that your house is on the just. Absolutely, no problem. Straight, just like that. I was like, "Hey, I ain't go battle you."
I was feeling that moment,
bro. Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, yes, sir." And I walked out. I said, "Man, ain't no way I'm a DL do this." You know what? And I told myself, I was like, "That's the last time I'm going home." And I was like, "You know what, Damn, you didn't really give it a try, bro. Like, just try one more door." This would stop me from doing it ever again. I went to the next lady's house. I drove up to her house, and when I drove up to her house, I see all these signs in the window in the yard. It said, "We'll shoot if trespassing, prosecute," or some stuff like that. Yeah. I was like, "Well, I'm not going to that door." And so I was like, "You know what?" I told myself I would give myself a chance, so I skip traced the name right then and there in my car, and I was like, "Okay, Miss Miracle, I'm gonna call her." I called her and I answered her. I said, "Hey, Miracle, this is Damien." She starts going off. That's all I said. I said, "Hey, Miracle, this is Damien." So they said, "Oh my God, why are you calling me again?" I was like, Miracle. I think you got the wrong person. Like, this is my first time calling you. I was like, and I didn't even say what I was calling her about. I just said, "What's going on?" And she said, "Oh, you didn't just." I was like, "No, this is Damien. Like, I just called you like for my first time." She's like, "Oh, I've been getting these calls from these guys trying to take my house and this and that, and they're doing the wrong thing. I've been living there all my life. My dad gave me this house. He built it from the ground up." And like, just I'm telling her whole life story.
Wow.
And at that point, I'm just like, okay, well, and just she's going off, just telling me everything for 2.5 hours. I was sitting in my car.
You're serious?
In front of her house.
In front of her house. And I'm like, Miracle, we could talk about this inside. I told her that like 6 times throughout the 2.5 hours. Just ignore me. I was like, "Well, I'm outside your house. Like, do you mind if I just come in and talk to her?" "Well, this and this happened and this and this." I'm like, "Miracle, I'm outside your house. Like, do you want just have the car running?" 2.5 hours. And I'm like, "Well, look, my father-in-law's a lawyer. Maybe I can help him out with this situation." And she was lying about it, the whole thing. And it's the saying said, buyers are liars, sellers are worse. And it's definitely true. Yeah. And so I was telling her the whole spiel about everything, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? Well, I'm gonna just tell my father-in-law about it. Maybe we can work something out with you, this and that, blah blah. Her auction date was that next day. That's why I was on the phone with her so long. Because I wanted to help her for that Tuesday.
Yeah.
And she lost the house. And so yeah, and I was like, I can't help these people, man. Like, I'm not doing my job. Like, 2 of these ladies lost a house. I don't know what happens to do. I didn't check on it. He scared me, so I just left his house alone.
It's the guy coming to tell him it's time to move out.
Yeah, and so yeah, from that point on, I said maybe I'm not at the point right now where I can handle a pre-foreclosure seller. I think I'm still a little bit too new and too comfortable. I wish I stayed into it so I can build it, but I didn't, and I wanted to build up my confidence some other way.
Yeah.
Now I can talk to pre-foreclosure left, right, sideways. Know how the best way to help them. So that's why I got into these 8 steps that you would like a framework to kind of help them out the best way that I feel possible. So, do you guys have any other statements about that?
That makes me want to go to direct the agent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. When you start talking about how the emotions of the
It's very emotional.
It reminds me of back when I used to work in a call center.
Yeah.
And they noticed how I was connecting with the customers beforehand because I was in sales.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, you know what, man, we're gonna move you to what they call it, retention.
Yeah.
Because of how you're already keeping the customers here, we're just gonna move you to that team.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, fine. But at the time, I didn't really have thick enough skin for that.
Yeah.
So I had people calling me a liar and a thief and all this other stuff on the phone and going off. And listen to this lady break down because literally this other agent literally stole like $36,000 from her, telling her that iPad Air 2s can make phone calls. And so she bought a whole bunch of them for her stores and put numbers to them. And her store opens the next day, and we can't give her a refund because of how long she had them in boxes before her store opened.
Oh wow!
So like, man, it was terrible. And I was like, man, I can't do this. Like, people hurt like that, and I can't do nothing for you. Like, that really hurts.
Yeah.
But grown up
As a beginner, would you suggest a beginner start with direct to agent because they seem a lot easier to talk to?
If I'm being transparent, any of the lists I named off, they all work.
Okay.
But you have to work it.
Gotcha.
You have to work it. So if you're gonna do this one, you have to do it, even if you're gonna start off bad like I did. Like I said, I wish I stayed into it because I would only have gotten better. Like, that was my first day doing it, and I quit after that first day from just doing 3 houses. People do 10, 15 houses a day.
Which one of all the ones that are on that list? It sounds like direct to agent is the one. Get the most hard contacts.
Yeah, because they're trying to sell the houses. They're gonna answer the phone and give you information.
Makes sense.
I just personally feel more relatable to agents, even though the barrier to entry is a lot easier. You have to pay a little bit more, but you have to pay the agent for when you close a house. You gotta make sure the seller some way gets paid what they gotta pay. So it's a little bit more not cost effective that way. With a pre-foreclosure, you're straight to the person.
Yeah.
And so you can and the barrier to entry as far as cost wise is a lot cheaper than going this way. Like, you only have to probably spend like $7,000 here, take over their loan, and you good to go and sell that off for like another $10K. That's a smooth deal. That happens all the time. Now this way, you gotta negotiate a few days, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Sometimes it's not a sense of urgency. This way, they have to sell it within that month, or they going to auction and they're not getting nothing. Bad credit, doing all that kind of stuff. And they out the house kicked out forcefully. Or you can, sell the house gracefully, maybe get some money in your pocket and save your credit and try to get off to the next step. And so
how would they keep their home in a pre-foreclosure?
A lot of times they can't, honestly. Sometimes they can. That's why the first 2. So I'll go through them real quick, and then I'll explain it a little bit more, and then that way you can kind of feel more confident with it. So whenever I actually get a hold of them on the phone, because a lot of times they're gonna be like, hey, hang up in your face. They're gonna say, stop calling me, then hang up in your face. Sometimes they might hear you out and say, hey, I got a few options I want to run by you. Maybe this can help you keep your home. And they'll let you open. So first one I say, well, do you have it? How's your credit? Do you have, are you able, or you or any of your family members able to get a personal loan to take care of their arrears that you're passed behind on? A lot of times they say no, we can't do that because they probably already tried. Second thing I say is a loan modification. What a loan modification is, and when you want to go to a loan modification specialist, Actually, let me ask this real quick. Hello. Hello. Kian. Hey. Y- Yeah, you say you're a private money lender?
Yes, sir.
For a company.
8 hours. Yeah, I'm one of the managers here at Capital Connect.
Okay. So you guys are you guys mainly funding like fix and flips and stuff like that?
Yes, sir. We can do fix and flips, long-term financing, new construction, short-term refis. Basically, all financing investors really need.
Do you guys accept second position?
Unfortunately, we don't do second position, but we allow second position, and we allow seller carrybacks as well.
Okay. I'm gonna save your number. Give me a second to call you back later today. I'm actually doing something right now, but let me call you back later on that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
How many times? This is the best time to reach me.
Okay, sounds good. What's your name again?
Yeah, my name's Hunter Brown, and I'm the sales manager here at Capital Connect.
Okay, got you. I appreciate it, Hunter.
Yes, sir. Great speaking with you, Dave.
All
Call anytime.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
The time is impeccable.
Yeah.
Talking about resources.
Yeah, so that's so like reaching out. So I met him at a meetup. Well, not him, but his company, and they're just reaching out to me. Cool. So loan modification. What a loan modification is, you want to go to make sure you go to a loan modification specialist to know fully into depth. But a rough rundown is where the banks do one of two things. They either take your arrears and they put it on the back end of your loan, and they change your rate and your payments so that way it can reset your you're not past due anymore, right? Yeah, forbearance in a way. So they're just prolonging it, trying to get more money out of you. Honestly, that's what it is. They'll do that. The second thing they'll do is, I forgot what the second thing they do. That's 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do it the way I just explained it. There's another thing. Oh, they put a second position on it. So they'll take what you owe and they'll put a second position lien on it, and they'll be like a silent position. So that means that you don't make payments to it. So, but whenever you resell the property, say I sell it, next year, I got to pay whatever I pay off in, and I got to pay that second position off too. I don't think it accrues interest. Don't quote me on that. It depends.
I had it home, so
Yeah.
They offered us the interest. So whatever time you had of owing and you're behind, the interest that accrued there still stands.
Yeah.
And then on the back end, it picks up again when your first loan is done.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Okay, so that's the two ways that they're gonna do it. A lot of times they just do it the first way, but they could. It depends on the bank. It depends on the lender and all that kind of stuff to how they're gonna do that out. But that is option. To work that option, you need to have good credit. That's what they don't tell you, and they're gonna tell you that from the loan modification place. If you have bad credit or at least decent credit, they'll give you like probably the worst interest rate about it. They'll definitely hike up your interest rate. Your payments are gonna go higher, where it's gonna be to a point where it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense paying that much higher if I'm already behind this much. Some people may be able to work it out because all they maybe need is a reset. So that may be an option for you. Just make sure you have good credit with it. And it's gonna be a whole reason I say go to a specialist. You can definitely do it yourself, but the amount of paperwork they're gonna give you and how much you have to do to make sure that it's very precise on what they give you is fully correct in the right way. But they will resend it back to you if you don't do it right. And then people do it multiple times and they have to resend it back, and that prolongs the process. You're just missing payments all this time, and it could take a long time to do it right. So make sure you get a specialist to make sure you do it correctly. You have to hire one, and make sure you do it correctly the first time so you don't have to go through that situation. So that's the loan modification. That's the second thing I do. If they don't have personal loan, I ask them about loan modification. Have they heard about it? I'll give them a brief rundown of what I just explained and see if that's a good option for them. They're like, hey, well, look, I don't have good credit. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's figure out another way. The third way I say is, have you thought about renting it? Maybe renting out a room. Maybe do you have family you can stay with where you can rent out the place? Maybe make some money to pay towards your mortgage and do it that way. They'll either say, I don't like people living with my family. Maybe I don't have another place to stay, so I can't rent out my house. They'll come with a number of different things, but I just like to offer that solution as another way to kind of not subsidize, but So they don't have to pay as much to the mortgage by themselves if they can't keep up with it.
Have a way of somebody else technically paying.
Exactly. The next thing I say, well, have you thought about putting it on the market, trying to sell it? Sometimes it'd be like, well, I don't want to deal with the agent. Maybe my house is not worth that much. Where I'm underwater, where I owe more than the house is worth to the bank. It's a lot of different scenarios why people don't want to do it. I don't want to move. I don't trust agents. It's a whole bunch of different things. I'll at least ask them, have you thought about listing it on the market so you can sell it for high price value from somebody else can make it their home? And I'll give them that scenario. If they don't want to do that, then I will proceed and I say, well, how about, look, I'll give you a cash offer for it. It might be a little bit less because I have to fix it up to bring it up to speed, put another family in there, and take a lot of time and resources to kind of get to that point. So it's not going to be the highest offer that a retail buyer would do, but I don't mind buying it from you. You don't have to worry. I can close in by 7 days. You can have the money immediately. You can be out from under your hair from this one. They're like, well, that offer is a little bit too low for me, or whatever the case is. Well, they don't want that option. I'll go to the next option. I said, well, how about I buy it creatively? That way, you actually may be able to take some money in your pocket, maybe like $2,000 to help you, move. We got the moving company here and say, hey, look, I can help you move. You don't have to worry about this debt as far as it hurting your credit or anything like that anymore. I'll take over the payments. And in fact, since I'm making the payments, your credit's going to start going up. So you'd want me to leave it in place. So your credit start going up for you.
Nice.
And we'll go through that whole scenario of how that process works as far as subject to and all that kind of stuff. We already kind of talked about that. And then other thing I'll do is if that cash price is not really working out and I just want to kind of put it back on the market and resell it myself, I'll say, how about we just do, I'm gonna call it an innovation. What that basically means is I'm gonna partner with the seller. I'm gonna say, hey, we're gonna be partners because you want more than that lower cash offer I was gonna give you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna partner with you. I'm gonna say, hey, look, let's work together. You have the house. I'm gonna bring the funds to fix up the house. We're gonna sell it together on the market, and then we'll just say, hey, look, you'll take this portion of it. I'm gonna take this portion of it. I'm gonna take back my renovation money that I use, and I'm gonna keep some money on top, and we'll just sell it together. Yeah. So that's the way if the property needs fixing up. Now, the very last thing I do, and I tell these people this is the last scenario, is I tell them to apply for bankruptcy. Reason I'm telling them to do that is it doesn't affect their credit as much as if they were to just to lose it to an auction. It takes about $300 to do bankruptcy. It's still gonna hurt your credit, so don't get it wrong. It's still gonna hurt you. That's why I leave it as a last resort, but don't let it get to a point where it tanks your credit terribly. And that would at least get you to a few more like days in the house as they process your bankruptcy. To kind of get your everything in order. It's really the last thing I like doing. And I kind of tell them that, but to kind of help you out, to kind of get to the next step, I think that's the best thing you probably should do if none of these other options work. And I kind of say, hey, so out of the options I gave you, like which one best fits you? And typically they're going to take the creative route or they'll take the cash route to kind of get out of it. 9 times they'll pick the creative route. If they hear you out all the way through, they're gonna pick the creative route because that's the only one that actually puts money in their pocket. And I tell them that, hey, look, I'm gonna boost up your credit back up to where it needs to be at. What for my make his payments. You don't have to worry about nothing. So
do we ever offer to allow them to stay and lease the home?
No, never. Never. I never do that for the simple reason is they cannot pay. And I can't really, and it gets a little weird when I gotta evict them and go to court, and they actually own the house on the debt
on paper.
Yeah, on that paper, but I own the house on the other side, and it gets tricky. And then the banks get notified and doing sell clause, and it's a mess. So yeah, I kind of steer clear of that. But yeah, I try to steer clear of that. I be feeling bad sometimes, but hey, I'm not gonna feel bad knowing that if you tried to do me dirty on the back end, then I just protected myself. That's all it is. Yeah. So make sure they have
And if they have a whole bunch of stuff, they can do an estate sale and leave a little bit more bread in their pocket. If they have things worth doing in estate sale.
Let me see. B and you need to memorize the script is super important for building rapport and understanding seller motivation. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So the script he was saying, it's like you need to memorize it, and the script is super important with building rapport and understanding seller motivation. It definitely is. And That's one of my partners.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're doing a business venture pretty soon that's coming up for a course. So stay tuned for that. That's coming out probably mid-March, March or April. Cool. So that's the 8 steps I like to go through with each of those sales that want to hear me out and going. When it gets to pre-foreclosures, man, it's just a numbers game.
Gotcha.
You want to call as many as you can and just, hey, I got this many people going, I got these many steps going, and I do it that way. Yeah, it's a numbers game. You got to call a lot of people. You got to call them more than once. So we can definitely do it that way. Direct agent, y'all been doing that. Y'all get a feel for that.
My options, my desire has changed. Go ahead.
Your desire has changed.
It's
You don't want
changed?
to do foreclosure anymore?
Yeah, I won't.
You don't want the emotional. So what changed you from it?
I hadn't thought about the idea that they are being contacted so often.
Absolutely.
That the quantity of people that you'll probably contact first and second try goes down tremendously.
Absolutely.
And so I would rather have people that I can easily contact. Also, I don't want to skip trace.
Yeah.
Yeah. With direct agent, their numbers are readily available and
Absolutely.
purposely available. So,
Yeah.
What is skip trace?
Skip trace is basically like you can find somebody's information by going on a website. You can actually find it free if you want to, but you can go on a website and it gives you the person's information, their number, their address, their everything. And you can contact them.
Ain't nothing safe no more.
No, I took my stuff off there, so you can't find me. You can't find me on anything. All that I forgot what it was, peoplesearch.com and all that kind of stuff. I opted out all that. So yeah, that's that. And I'd rather work with agents simply because people always go to them when they want to sell houses. So I want to go to those people, and agents are always looking for more houses to sell. So
In the market.
that's that. If they want to make money, they have to find those houses. And so if I find them that want to do that and work with me, then I just got an endless supply of people wanting to find houses for me.
Nice.
And so that's why I like doing it. It just kind of makes sense for me.
So what other options are there?
The no equity list, the I'm forgetting it now. No equity, direct to seller, inbound marketing, SEOs.
all the ones you talked about, you can get the list, but you still got to find.
You still got to skip trace and do all the calling and stuff like that. This one is more like I'm dealing with the agent. I don't mind getting more money. I don't mind making more money, sacrificing that just to kind of build a relationship that's going to cash flow me a lot more money as the relationship goes on. So yeah.
So is that why you focus more on direct to agent?
That's why I focus on direct more than agent. Yeah, absolutely. And I want to make it up to more to a scale like where I'm scaling out. Dale, which is one of my acquisition guys, he actually just texted me. He actually runs my text message campaign that sends out to 180 agents a day. And it takes them on the campaign. So he's gonna get back. He actually worked at Amazon too.
Man, bless the Lord.
Yeah.
It's a strong man.
And where now?
Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he actually worked at Amazon too. So yeah. He's trying to get back in. I'm trying to get him to quit. But yeah, no. Oh, it's on my phone. So sticking direct agent, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Stella called me, or I called Stella earlier. She told me about I called her about the first property we looked at on Benbrook, right? She said that this offer looks perfect for my seller. She decided to rent it, but I'm gonna still send it to her anyways because I feel like this would be a perfect offer for her. It was a creative offer. It was more so of saying, we'll take over her property subject to, and we'll keep the price the way it is, and we'll work all the payment plans and all that kind of stuff on the back end. She said, this actually sounds good. Let me send it to her. She's gonna also send me pictures of Redbud, so we can kind of see where we need to be with that. Yeah, we're gonna see where we need to be with that one. Oh, so cool. Let me gotta show you that real quick. So when she told me about Redbud, she said they wanted about 260, 270, right?
Okay.
So what I did was okay. So what I did was I said, okay, let me see what, obviously the comps are in that area.
Oh, to see what other houses are selling for.
Exactly. Not only that, but what other houses were fix and flips in that area.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to say, hey, Mr. Agent, you know, I saw you just flew. This property looks gorgeous. You guys did a great job. You want another project?
Right.
So I did
Oh,
that
that's good.
because I just saw these guys sell their house not too long ago. Actually, like 2 months ago, they just sold this house for $350.
Mhm.
So I went into it and I said, okay, how much did they buy it for? They bought it for $270 or $280.
Wow.
So-
that's a 70,000 what gain?
Yeah,
Profit margin?
yeah, exactly. I don't know how much work they put into it, but
Yeah.
that's just saying they bought it for $280. Our girl wants $260. So if I say, okay, you know, maybe I can get it at $250, maybe $240. If I say that and I say, hey, you guys just bought this property, same specs and everything like that, literally across the street from you guys.
Right. So you
Y'all already know what the market looking like. Y'all sold it pretty quick. You know, you want to buy this one for the same price you got it at, or maybe I'll give them a little discount. Yeah, something like that. So y'all want to buy it for that, and y'all make the same profit y'all just made because it looks like y'all did pretty well.
Yeah.
And then so I already called him. I got his email, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And kind of got that situation. So we already have our disposition portion of it already kind of set up. We just got to get the acquisition portion of it, make sure we got that right. Then I'll send him the address and do all that kind of stuff. Once we're under understanding where we're at, let him know, like, this is where we're at. This is what I'm selling it at. You know, is this a good price for you? He's going to want to see pictures. He's going to see all that stuff beforehand. So that's just literally how it process will. We'll get it under contract. We don't really have to do underwriting because we already know what he's looking at. And he wants to buy that 280. Now we need to know how much work it needs to be done.
yeah.
But
Be done.
I mean, that's a good head start, right? So
Absolutely.
Especially if he's probably going to try to sell it for free something after he fixes it.
exactly. Exactly. So I'm what's going on here?
Made the exact same face at the exact same time.
Oh, did I just change price? What's going on?
Price
Wasn't this like 400 just a minute ago?
I did see a property for 400,000.
I did.
I thought we were on a different neighborhood.
We were. I was just curious on what was going on with that. But yeah, anywho, that was 350. And you could tell it was a fix and flip by having 270 here and then having the arrow go to 250. Meaning they bought it, they fixed it up and they sold it really quick within like a 4-month process. Means it was fix and flip.
Okay.
So that's why I already knew when I called him. I was like, y'all fix and flip this, right? He said, yeah. So yeah, they must have made a steal on it, and you know they're looking to do it again. So
do we ever make calls like that, or we just call?
you can definitely make calls like that. Absolutely. That's part of that team, that disposition side of things. Strictly just making those calls to agents, say, hey, look, I know you just flipped this property. We have like 3 properties right now that we can't hold right now. Do you mind if I just send them over to you guys and maybe your guy want to flip it and you can list it for them? They're like, yeah, sure. Those guys are a lot easier to talk to.
So on that,
A lot easier to talk to.
Are they
You
buying?
want to make money? Okay, cool.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So on that side, are they buying it from us or what?
Yeah, they're buying it from us. Yeah, they're buying it from
Oh,
us.
so we're basically just offering them a property so they don't have to worry about other agents. We're looking for them to sell.
Yeah, so same thing that like people want to reach out. So like when I have like an agent that like I want to reach out to me about a property, we're doing the exact same thing to them. Yeah, so like exactly what we want, we're doing the exact same thing. So, hey, look, I got a property that needs some fixing up on it. I know you work in this area because I just saw a project you just did and they look great. You want this property too, since you just made money on the last one in that area? They're like, oh yeah, like you know, I'll be glad to take some more money. So yeah, I'll take a look at it. Those conversations are a lot easier to make.
Nice.
A lot easier. You just make a list of them and get all their emails and then blast it out to all of them at
And I
once.
take it in order for us to make those calls, we just have to have some homes of our own to make that.
Man, you don't even need homes. So what I always say is my partners and I, because my partners do have homes and I partner with everybody.
Absolutely.
So everybody's my partner. So I don't feel like I'm lying. So I was like, he's like, me and my partners got the pro properties that we can't hold right now. We need to ship them off. Do you have room for you guys to do another fix and flip? And they'll say yeah all the time. So I'll just say it that way.
Yeah.
And they'll send me their email. I'm like, cool, got your email. I'll let you know whenever we send it over to you.
And we just put it on a list.
Put it on a list, and then that list I have everybody's email. As soon as we get a property that we know that in the area they're looking for, we'll say, hey, blast email to all these people about the property we have, similar to this. It'll look just like this. So these guys send me properties all the time. You just gotta send me price. So it looks like this. It'll probably be whatever business name. We have the address. We have the information you call us at. We'll say, hey, this property is this price. That's what price we're selling it at. This is the ARV potential value if you raise up the rates or fix it up and everything. If you want to make it a rental, that's the price. Have the specs here, and it looks very similar to this. Honestly, identical. It was just maybe different colors and different price or different property. That's it. Add the pictures in there and just blast the email to all the investors that you know are buyers. Simple as that. So this part is really easy to get to. It's just acquiring it, getting a good deal on it, make sure it looks good on paper, and then going from there.
Acquiring and underwriting, I guess.
That's the only ones that take time. Other stuff, it's send it out. Cool. Glad we went through all that. Y'all have any questions on any of that thing? Oh, I was updating y'all. Vivian got her email. I still don't know what's going on with her. She still never answered. Yeah, I'll give her a call. And also Ashley. Ashley was supposed to need a follow-up today. Actually. So I'll call her first because she's supposed to be sending me a property in Allen. And she's supposed to get pictures today.
Hi, you have reached Ashley Curtis.
Straight to voicemail. She might be on the phone. Yeah.
Hi, it's Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, it's Damien.
Hey, Damon, how are you?
I'm doing better than I deserve. How about yourself?
Good.
Good. I wanted to follow up. Were you still going to that Allen property today?
No, it was after this.
Oh.
After. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I'm supposed to call her this week. Next week to set up something to see if she's ready or not because she was doing some work or something. I talked to her about it briefly, but she still wanted me to call her back after today.
Okay, no worries. Just out of curiosity, was this like something that is she fixing it up to sell it, or how is she kind of working on that one?
No, I think she did like some roof, maybe foundation. I think she was saying. I'm not in front of my computer, so I don't have my notes.
No, you're fine.
I think it was something along those lines.
Okay, got you. Do you know if it's like up to like 2024 kind of standard looking, or it may need a little bit updating?
Oh, excuse me. I haven't seen it at all.
Oh, you haven't seen it at all. Okay.
Pictures, from what I can tell, but I think when we talked, from my memory, I think she did do some updating.
Okay then. Well, I'll just wait on. I'll wait whenever you guys meet up, and I'll just wait for your call then. If not, I'll just kind of follow up on a call next week.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Tell you a date and then they don't do the date.
Tell
you about people, man. And then let's call Vivian real quick, or BB. I don't know which one she goes by, but
she might go by both.
She probably does. So I called her both.
Hello?
Hey, BB, it's Damien.
I'm sorry?
It's Damien?
Damon?
Yeah. I called you, when's the last time we talked? I don't remember. I think it was like 3 days ago. 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
About about Rosemont.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you go by BB or do you go by Vivian?
Vivian.
Okay, Vivian, I got you. So I was looking at it. I had my my TC. She sent you over a contract on Rosemont. I wanted to make sure you got it.
Oh yes, I did. Actually, I was I just had it like a couple minutes ago.
Okay, I got you. Oh, you said you had a couple what?
I just saw it a few minutes ago.
Okay, so we saw that one. So what? And I'll guess I'll just let you kind of show that to your seller. Then it sounds like you probably haven't done that yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, got you.
I just I saw it. I will be forwarding it to him here shortly.
Okay, perfect.
I'm actually walking. Yeah, I'm here with the client, but later today, I'm gonna forward it to him.
Okay, sounds good. Is it with a seller client or a buyer client?
Oh no, I'm with the buyer right now.
Oh, okay, never mind. We can't do that with that.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay, sounds good. I'll look to hear from you maybe later today.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Well, it depends. He doesn't get back to me. He's 2 hours different, so sometimes I don't hear from him till late. So just
Okay.
depends what time I hear back. Okay?
Well, yeah, this is my direct number, so you can just shoot me a text if you want to.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. She had that email a while ago. Because Courtney didn't even send that one today. Anywho,
Wow. Buyers are liars and sellers are worse. That's terrible.
that's an agent.
The agent was
Yeah, so they're even worse.
That is hate.
Did Lance ever send you an email?
Send me an email.
Yeah. 'Cause I think he. I remember you were the one talking to him, but
I don't think he gave Lance his email though.
Lance didn't give him the email.
No, he didn't give Lance his email.
No. I'm saying did Lance give him his email?
I thought he
Oh, his email address. You mean?
Yes,
I
his
thought
email
he did.
address. I'm sorry.
Good question.
Because I was waiting on well, I don't say that the number, but Owens and for him. And then Darnell or whatever her name is. Let me call Kaylin back real quick. Let's call Kaylin real quick. Carlin.
No, Sir Lancelot. No.
Okay. Carlin?
Hello?
Is this Carlin?
Colin? No, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. Who is this? I apologize.
No, you're good. My name is JR.
JR,
Colin.
are you an agent at all? Like a real estate agent?
What?
Are you a real estate agent?
No, sir.
I don't know how I typed this number in wrong. I'm sorry. Are you trying to sell a house?
I am not trying to sell.
All right. You know anybody else trying to sell a house?
I do not.
Okay. Well, if anything, just keep my number just in case somebody is. I'll buy. I'll make sure I pay you for it. All right.
I got you, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good weekend, sir.
All right.
What did he say?
That's the wrong number.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, you trying to sell a house? He said, no, I'm not. So you know anybody else trying to sell a house? He said, no, I do not. I was like, just keep my number just in case, man. 8179. Is that the number I just called? That's the number I just called.
He might just ride through the whole month.
Be nice. But if I do that, I'm going somewhere. Not either.
I hope that's the one. He said I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going for at least 2 days. Lance, I didn't get anything from Lance.
You didn't get anything from Lance?
No,
Okay,
sir.
let's give him a call real quick. I don't like the sign.
Somebody said the sign was bad. It had pieces of plastic.
It tastes
Tastes
like
like
it. It tastes like it.
It was on sale at Walmart for like $3, and I couldn't just let that buy. I was like, let me go get that.
Lord.
No, it's not ringing. Let's try again.
Your call is
Double call.
your call has been forwarded to
Come on, Lance. Probably just got to text him.
A long time whatever. Let's come on.
I did. All right, this is the last one right here. I'm gonna just call Paula. I don't know what's going on with her.
You about to sing this song?
Talked about it.
One, 7.
Who's that?
It's Paula, but
And what part of that going on?
Paula was the one with the 2 properties that we were trying to buy, but she said they might be open to it. I don't know what's going on.
1, 7.
Let's send that text. I don't know what's going on. Gosh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Okay, so that's following up so far. Let's see who else needed to. Evelyn or Colleen, I mean. Colleen was with you. I remember, so it was Love Colleen 3.
I love Colleen.
Yeah.
He said, okay.
Did you want to follow up with her?
Sure.
Okay. And then, huh?
What we got going on with Colleen?
It was the property on this one. I'll pull it up real quick. I got you.
Also on the stream, it's hard to hear you.
Is it
Hear
really?
me.
And,
Oh, okay, got you.
On this stream or the
yeah.
Is it because
When I
you're
was
so
when I was
far?
watching
Is
you
that
stream.
is it because
Oh,
he's
okay, I'm
at a
sorry.
point? Okay, got you.
I speak more assertively.
You ready for a number?
I am, yes, sir.
It is 817
817.
822
Mm-hmm.
9143.
And we're checking to see if she got our offer.
Yes, sir.
We said 1 or 2, do you know?
Yes,
Yes, it is a great day. Yes, it is a great day.
What was it? What'd you ask?
She said we said 1 offer, 2.
For that one, it was.
Today is a great day. You reach Colleen Love. I am so sorry that I missed your phone call.
Colleen's her name.
2.
Okay. She said Colleen Love. I'm gonna hear her say her name again.
Colleen Love.
Okay, well, y'all call me back to back. Stop it.
Today is a great day.
Trying to help you make some money.
The phone probably
Yeah,
did.
Colleen. Yeah. But it's spelled like Colleen, right?
Yeah. Latasha. Actually, I wanted to talk to Latasha too. Actually, because
I like Latasha.
I think
She's cool.
I think I know her. Actually, well, I don't know her. My mom knows.
Mm.
My mom knows
reaching
her.
out. Hey, Colleen, period. Just reaching out to see if you had a chance to look over the offers that we sent, period, for the property on Parkwood, period. Thanks.
Oh, you were sending a text message, not a
Mhm.
voicemail. I was about to say, I'm like, man, that's some dead air right there, but we'll
Oh,
get
no,
through
no,
it.
I'm doing text. Hey.
That's what I'm looking for.
Was Colleen with 2 L's or 1? Do you know?
2.
EEWE as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just read it.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you talk to Latasha then.
Okay.
And
Was that me or was that?
oh, I'm sorry, it was you. It was you. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was you. I'm probably is that yeah.
He talked to.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Oh man, calling him.
So
And I'm scared because I might have to really get off Metro just because
Why?
there are times people call me and
I'm
it
leaving.
never goes.
oh
through.
really?
I'm leaving Metro. I need to go today. Actually,
Need to go today.
there are offers out there that are comparable to him now.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. When we pay like $100 a month now, whatever it is.
Me, I pay $100 a month for 4 lines.
Oh, I don't have 4 lines. I only have 2 lines. No, I have 3 lines because I count my tablet too. So 3
Oh,
lines.
okay. I don't know about that.
Might be going a little far.
Well, they lowered it down after 2 lines. They instead of 150, they went to 125, and then I had a 4th line. They lowered it to 100.
Oh wow! For more lines, less money.
Yeah.
Oh, I just create 2 lines with no reason. 3 lines.
I put the property back in.
What's the name of the property? I remember seeing this
I
one.
mean, this is one of the last ones Courtney's doing. She probably hasn't done it yet. Let me go ahead and do it real quick. So
Okay.
Courtney has like a list of them.
Yeah.
She going through them. I know she'll text me when she's done, but she probably ain't got this
She's
one
gonna
yet.
be happy about doing this for a living and not doing it.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's ready to be done.
Yeah. She definitely is.
I just stand in amazement when you watch how God prepares a thing before He sends it out.
I
Mhm.
stand amazed at your glory.
Absolutely.
I stand amazed at your strength. I
Like
stand
literally the
amazed at
multiple
your power.
ways of getting
You're
income off of
amazing.
one home. An example being like, so you sell the home,
Mhm.
but they need help moving the stuff to the home. We could do that.
We can do that.
You need stuff emptying stuff out of the home. We could do that.
Yeah.
Whether it's trash out or estate sales, we can do that. So there's
Excuse me.
multiple like back to back to back to back.
It is.
All of this. So I thought about this when we first talked about doing this. That everything that we're doing is associated with our business,
Mhm.
and which is another reason why I was willing to even consider the option of diverting from our plan. So believe me, I thought long and hard about this right there.
So now you're more so looking at more ways you can utilize what you already.
Yeah, I
What you
want to be the Swiss Army knife.
The jack of all
You
trades.
want to be like Lisa
One-stop shop.
Yeah, but in a different way.
in a different way.
But in a different way.
Yeah, Lisa was handling like the managerial type of things that she was kind of all of. But I definitely like it.
Yeah, I've got to call my mom. She's not feeling very well.
Oh, you know, absolutely.
By the way, the 817, what's her name? Colleen says she has already responded to all those offers already.
I'll
Hey,
double
Mama,
check too.
how are you? You sound better. That may be a new level for your voice. The raspy sound.
She did not want to do
Listen,
creative,
Mama,
right?
I'm in class
That's
right
what
now.
it
I
was.
just called to see how you doing.
I feel like that was
Tasha?
yeah.
I said
And that's
that
what,
we'd send her some different
to
options
expand
for
our
her to look
business.
at.
We're doing a little
She
bit
was
of
thinking
real estate
creative. I don't believe she
investing.
was fully
Put our
educated
business
in
out
the
there first.
understanding of how it's structured. I think she was thinking we're going to send her a bunch
I'm
of
trying
low
to do
balls.
better.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I am. I got to just make sure they're all right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll do that. What we are going to do.
Well, I will let you know how things go, okay?
Just send her other offers.
I
and
will.
then
Do you
one
need
creative
anything?
offer.
No, I'm just gonna do a creative offer.
Good for you. Try to get as much as you can, okay? All right. I love you too. Let me know if you need anything. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
So right now, what we're doing is we're preparing an LOI,
Oh my goodness.
which I'll show you guys what it looks like, so you guys get a rough idea. A creative
Send
LOI.
it to me.
Let me share my screen so you guys can see.
Let me go. Bud. I love you. All right, bye. I love my mom.
Here we
She's
go.
funny.
So this
She's
is
singing me still laughing.
this is a this is a what a LOI looks like
Yes.
from. How's she feeling?
She's getting better.
Good.
She's not gonna be able to sing on Sunday though.
Okay.
Yeah, she get 4 or 5 words out, and then her voice start collapsing. She still be in good spirits. I love it.
That's good.
Yeah, she be laughing and clowning, but I know she don't feel well.
I'm not gonna put seller finance. They be feeling triggered when you type in seller finance. So I'm just leave it as subject to. Plan. Can anybody do 3% of 600 or 300,000 please for me, please?
3% of what now?
600,000.
Isn't that 18 or 1,800?
All right.
18,000?
I don't know.
You said 3% or 6%?
3%.
That should be 18,000.
Okay.
Because 3% is 9.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Yep, 18,000.
That's a lot.
Yep. My math still kind of works in my head.
18,000 for 300. So imagine people like agents are getting paid $18,000 for just selling a $300 house.
For $600,000.
No, 300.
You said 6.
Oh, I apologize. So I meant so is it 9? Is it 9,000?
9,000.
So I'm thinking, I'm like, that's
300,000 times 0.06 or 0.08.
0.03.
0.03.
It's
9,000.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so that's a lot more reasonable. So I'm thinking like I might switch back to an agent, but no. Okay, so 9,000. That's still great though. For a $300 house. So this is basically what my LOI looks like. This is what I send them. I keep it very vague, so it makes them come back and ask me questions about what I'm talking about. This is a creative offer I send them. Stop sharing. Go up here. Email this link real quick. And
If you type in the 9,000.
Oh, down here.
Oh, okay.
Just so she can know.
I want to. Can you send a copy of that?
Yeah. I'll send it to you as well.
Copy, just so we look at.
Actually, I'll send you the template one. Actually, no, I'll send you this one because I don't want the template.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. What's the email? I send it to her real quick.
The people who are watching you now, they are very blessed to be able to catch you at this point.
And that's why I'm doing it too.
Yeah. The time is going to come
exactly
where you're going to have to sell it.
You're
going to have a level of patronage.
Absolutely.
You won't have time to just give away like that.
Absolutely.
And,
that's what I was telling that tonight. I was like, do you realize that you could be seriously paying or having people pay for the classes that we're getting?
I used to actually. I used to.
Giving is definitely sellable.
Yeah, I definitely I used to do it actually, but then I got overwhelmed with it. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on my time and when I want to do it, and I'll just do it for free. That way I can do it. But people used to actually pay and do it. I was like, I just got overbought. I just didn't have time to do what I wanted to do. So I was like, I gotta.
Now it's a job.
Now it's a job. Like I gotta show up because they paid me to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Once we let us get 3 or 4 months in with you.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hold you too. Hey, Dave, I need you to do 3 shows today.
3 shows.
And we'll give them out every other day.
Yeah.
We'll disperse them slowly.
Yeah, no, it's
every other Thursday.
Listen, whatever we ask, sound good to me. Yeah. And you got to pay for them. Simple as that. And then once we get a template done, and we get a whole book of his shows, back to back, get a whole book of them, and then we'll sell them in pieces or we'll sell them in bulk.
We'll talk about this class part 1, this class part 2.
Oh, like a digital thing? Yeah.
Yes. You can buy that portion of the booklet of this acquisitions only. You can buy this portion underwriting. You can buy this portion of how to effectively fund. You can buy this portion how to intelligently put them in their proper place. And we'll separate them and then we'll book them. And then the book may cost $145 or it may cost $795. I don't know. And then we'll say, but if you want portions of the book, it's going to cost you more for portions. But if you only want that portion, you may get one portion for $400.
You know,
it makes more sense to buy the book. But
exactly. And then sit here and advertise it on YouTube and stuff.
It is,
advertise it on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the barcodes that people have to sign and you can register and everything else.
I gotta get 1,000 subscribers. So make sure if y'all on Instagram, make sure y'all go to YouTube.
I definitely subscribe.
So he said,
I
I can
definitely
subscribe. That's all you, man.
Oh,
It's all set for you. Her number's right here. And just follow up, see if she got the email just sent over and kind of.
You have no idea how many ideas I have in my head about what you do.
Oh man,
I can't wait to hear
them.
I just need to be your guinea pig. I need to make some money off
Oh,
of
absolutely.
it. You know, that way I can say, okay, hey, I took his class.
Yeah.
And this is what happened. This was the result. This is what happened while I did the challenge. This is what happened after the challenge.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been 3 months now, and this is how I've done since then.
What was the
And
name of
because
her
that, I need to
email?
buy this class.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
What was the name of the email she should be getting it from?
Oh, mine. So just Damien. Damien at ECA to Z Investments.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have this thing in my head where I need you to create. You probably have to do that between me and CJ. You need to create a couple of.
Tasha,
Hey, Miss Latasha, it's CJ. How you doing?
doing pretty good. CJ, how can I help you?
I was just reaching back out to you to see if you had gotten the offer that we sent you for the Garrison Avenue.
I did, and I sent it over to my client. He was looking at some other stuff. He hasn't really responded to me just yet about that offer.
Okay. Well, we may have sent you just one more today just to double check to make sure that you had gotten it. But once you get with your client and they get a response, just shoot back to me, see what he thinks, and we can go from there. Okay.
All right, thank you, CJ.
Thank you, Miss Latasha. You have a blessed day.
You too.
All right. Bye bye.
You see how Asians work.
Yeah, lazy. I'm lazy.
That is lying.
In line.
Yeah. She got an answer already.
Yeah. No. Not
No, he just sent
I
it.
just sent it.
Oh, you just sent it?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Just now, and the whole world just saw.
Oh, wow, that's terrible.
She just.
That's
She-
horrible. I thought her stuttering was they got it and didn't like it.
No, her
Oh,
stuttering
she
was
straight
lying.
lied. She ain't no
She
problem
straight
with
lied.
that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
Literally, like 5 seconds ago. Just sent
Like,
it.
wow.
Bro, that's deep.
But that's funny.
And they-
I know Asians do it all the time though. Like I'm sure old girl was doing that too.
Yeah.
Old girl was doing that too. But that's funny.
like literally said her name, called and everything. People heard her voice.
Wow.
People watched Damien send her the email.
That's deep. That's ultra deep right there. Ultra deep.
Thomas was Thomas. It was Thomas. I want to say it was
What was the street, man?
Regent. I don't know. I don't remember who that one. Whose handwriting is that?
It's Pastor's handwriting.
Oh, then it probably was you.
It is, man. Come on, let's go.
No, because my handwriting is atrocious. Actually, your handwriting is a lot better.
214.
This is the list from the other day.
This is the list from the other day. Yes.
214.
893
And then 3.
2277.
And when did we say it?
I'm trying to.
When was it? This was Wednesday. No, not Wednesday. Tuesday.
And the
This-
offer was sent today or when?
Let me see. I think that's one of the ones Courtney's doing. It should be today.
Yeah, I did this one and I did this one. I don't think Ruth answered.
She didn't.
Yeah, I did. I know I did. That's my handwriting.
Hey, Thomas, how are you, man? Thomas?
Yes, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I cannot complain, sir. Hey, this is Tim. I'm reaching out to you to see, have you looked at my offer for Regent yet, and what did you think?
Okay, when I was in, it was absolutely no.
Oh, say what now?
Well,
I didn't hear you, Thomas.
I said when I took it off in, it was an absolute no.
Absolute no. Bless the Lord.
Hello?
It was just too low? Okay, it was too low.
It's gonna be.
It's a lot too low?
Damien. A to Z.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Are they open to, let's say that we could give them their asking price. Let's just say in a perfect world, I can get them their asking price. Are they open to some creative financing to make that happen?
So Damien at A to Z.
Yeah, like maybe I don't know what kind of loan they have.
It's a hard
Is
money loan.
it assumable? I don't know what kind of loan they have, but
It's a hard money.
is it hard money or what?
Yes, ma'am. DANEON.
Hard money.
We can't do it.
Okay, yeah, I can't do anything with that. Okay, I'm trying my best to. In DeSoto, what's the address of that one?
Let me just make sure we have your email right.
305 Wiley Place, Wiley.
Latasha, Texas.
Wiley Place, 305 Wiley Place. Okay, I'm looking it up now.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of condition are they in? Are they kind of ready to move pretty quickly?
They've already moved out. They having another house.
Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second, and I'll give you a shoot text message just to make sure that you got it.
Okay. So Wiley. I just want to make sure I spelled it right.
Wylie.
Oh, Wylie. Okay, 305 Wiley Street. Got you. That's it. Wiley Place. Wiley Place. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me put it in real quick. That Wiley Place.
It's a Cedar Hill.
Because the one I see is in Cedar Hill, so not Cedar Hill. Put the one in DeSoto. Okay.
Wiley Creek Place.
Is it Wiley Creek Place, maybe?
Yeah, Wiley Creek.
Okay. No. You good. I like the house. It's pretty. So, no. You said they're already gone, right?
Yeah, they already moved out.
You already moved out already? Okay. Hey, what is the renting like in the area? Do you know?
Oh, the renting in that area is
That's good.
well, see, that's a very well sought after neighborhood that they live in.
Right.
He has no competition.
No competition. Okay.
So DeSoto,
Where are the
DeSoto
pictures?
is if you're Afro-American and you're looking for a school for your children and stuff,
Right.
DeSoto very well sought after.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. That's right here.
Okay.
For us.
Gotcha.
And DeSoto, they usually
And man, those floors are gorgeous, by the way. Those floors are gorgeous.
And that's a pastor in White House. So,
Okay. Okay.
they,
It's about us.
Okay.
DeSoto is everybody wants to move to DeSoto.
And there once was a time nobody wanted to move to DeSoto. Now everybody want to go. I said there once was a time nobody wanted to go. Now everybody want to go.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous though.
They're in a very good school district, and
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. Are they just kind of, point of knowledge? Are they paying two different mortgages now? I know they're trying to get out of it now, but
no, they don't. They just don't want
Okay.
okay, so they straight out own this property. There's no mortgage on it.
yeah, they still have a mortgage left on it.
Okay. Gotcha. Just trying to see how we can make it work, because if they're open to some creative financing, we may be just willing to just take over the mortgage that they have on it, and then try to get some money in their pocket and yours as well. You know what I mean? Tell you what, let me put a couple of deals together. How open are they to that? Do you know?
Now that's a VA. No, it's not VA. It is not VA.
We can do either. We can no matter what it
It's not a
is.
VA loan. It's FHA.
We can do
Okay,
whatever.
perfect. That works too. That works too. I tell you what, I'm going to. We already got your email address, so let me put a couple of offers together, and I'm definitely going to send you something on this property. I like it. And since they're a little bit more open, than your other guys,
Give them asking.
we can maybe get the asking price for you. You know what I mean? And that way you can get your money out of it, and then they can do their thing, and we good both ways.
Okay.
Yeah. And hey,
Go ahead and send me something, and I'll definitely take it to him. Now, someone picked him off yesterday, and he told me to throw it in the trash.
Wait a minute. How much was it, Thomas?
I think it was $380,000 or something like that.
Oh, he started laughing. I already know. He started laughing. Hey, but you know what? You can't blame him for shooting their shot, though, man.
I know.
You gotta shoot your shot, man.
I've been around here long enough to know everybody gonna shoot their shot.
That's right. You gotta let them shoot their shot, man. But listen, this why do me a favor. because I love your spirit, man. Just keep me in mind. I'm gonna send you a couple of offers for this house, and I'm gonna try to work something up where I can get the asking price. That way, he won't have any argument about us getting the property, as long as he's open to a little some creativity and making it work. But I want you, please, man, whatever you got, shoot it to me. You know what I mean? Save my number. My name is Tim. Just save my number as the guy who buy houses or whatever. And between me and my partners, we'll make it happen. We buy a lot of houses, so we'll make it happen.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
This is a good area, so
I love it.
I'll talk to him and kind of get a feel. I know he's not gonna get a house away, but I know he work with you if it looks good, tastes good, smells good, and all that stuff. He'll work with you.
Man, that sounds good to me. Hey, I'm actually a pastor as well, so I feel his heart. I know how that works. And I know he don't want to just give it away. Sir?
You pastor here in Dallas?
Oh, yeah, right here in North Dallas at a place called the Father's House. Right there at Trinity Mills Road and Midway. We're in that little strip mall right there. Yes, sir. Yeah, hey, you got to come by and see us sometime, Thomas. Okay.
So I can look at the location in the church class.
Absolutely. I definitely shoot it to you.
Okay, do that.
Thomas, I appreciate it, man. I look forward to working with you, man, a whole lot.
I'm always got something. I got another property. We're going to talk later. I'm trying to get out of town, go to Houston.
Okay.
I'm trying to leave right now, but we'll talk later this evening when I get settled in.
Hey, and when you get a hot second, just text me the properties you got, and I'll already be looking at them already and trying to get my underwriting team to do that thing with them as well.
Okay.
All right, you the man. Appreciate it, Thomas. All right, bless you, man. Bye. I love relaxed guys like that. You can relax with the conversation.
Absolutely.
The way his voice is reminds me of Pastor Ray. That's the way his voice is.
I can actually see that.
Yeah, but she's looking for it. I rewrote it. I think I misspelled realtor.
I know I spelled it right on the email. So
Okay.
And it would have bounced back if she didn't get it. Let me see if it bounced back.
What did he ask me to text him?
Your name and your
and the church and
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he's going.
You know, it didn't bounce back. He's just a weird captain.
He is. Yeah, I think he's trying to see what technical.
Yeah.
He figured I was just doing it to make
Make
common
a sale.
ground with him.
Nah, I don't know what she got it. I don't know what she's talking about.
She says she can't find it.
Yeah. The email didn't bounce back, so that had to be the right email.
I'm gonna text her your email just so she can find it.
Yeah. That's fine.
So Damien and what?
At easy. No, yeah.
82.
No, at easy.
Oh,
EASY, yeah. A2Z.
C.
Investments with an S.com. Yep, that's it. All right, so sending him the did I write the address down? Okay, 305 Wiley Creek. Okay, so I'll get this one done as well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna even do cash on this. I'm just not gonna make sense. I'm not gonna waste his time. But creative we can do at 500. Make sure you get paid. They do owe a mortgage on it, which we'll have to figure that out. But now I'm thinking about. I feel like I've talked to Thomas before. It was a different dude in DeSoto, but mortgage still.
Colleen. What's his name?
Colleen.
Colleen.
No, it was like Colleen.
Or Colleen.
Okay, but she said I responded to our offers. She said, how much was yours for?
Oh.
On Parkwood.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Are you available on Tuesday?
Tuesday, 5 to 7, Tuesday. I think so. Yes, sir.
You want me? I'm about to turn this event down so she can send you an event.
I appreciate it. What is it?
1 NASCAR, 1 guitar, and 3 skee ball.
Okay.
at Deloitte.
One way out. Okay. How much you pay?
I don't know yet. It's just driving job. It'll probably be like 220, 240.
That's cool. Let's do it. I need cheese. Beat the bread.
I was gonna say it was 2 offers for 160 and one for 205,
2 offers for 160.
and then the other one's for 105,
105.
and they're both in the same email.
And what is the cost of the property? What's the listing cost?
205.
205.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are 45,000 short.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell her 160, right?
One was for one, so it was 2 offers, one for 160 and one for 205, and then the same email.
One for 160, and then the other one for what's for 105.
Yeah.
And what's the difference in the
one was cash, one was creative,
and the one that's cash is 105, I assume.
Well, 160.
150 was cash.
Yeah, 160 was cash, and then the 205.
205. I thought you said
Yeah,
105. 160. Okay, you said 105. 205
Yeah.
was creative. Cool. We'll see if she responds. The thrill of the chase. The hunting game begins. How far away is Saginaw, Texas? Do you know?
Oh, it's pretty far. Is that what that property's at?
No.
Yeah, Saginaw.
Estate sale.
So Saginaw's out over here, actually.
Past Fort Worth and all that.
I think it's like somewhere over here. Where's the Saginaw?
Way down there?
Yeah, it's somewhere out here. I think it's over here somewhere. Saginaw at? Is it this far? Yeah, let me just search it up. I know it's pretty far. It's near Fort Worth though.
Is it?
Yeah. So
I don't mind driving to Fort Worth. I just can't go way down past Fort Worth. I'm not interested in doing
it's pretty down. Oh, I guess it's not that far. It was north. I thought I was looking south.
much from us.
It's far from us. Absolutely. Yeah. I can type it in though, but it's far from us.
Over an hour and a half away.
I would say maybe close to it. I don't think maybe over. I think maybe just at an hour and a half, if not lower. Probably close to an hour. Probably.
I guess it all depends on what they got to offer. They offer us a possible estate sale job out there.
Probably just about an hour.
From here?
Yeah, from here. Yeah, so about an hour, 55. But that's what tolls.
That's heading north, right?
That's heading
toward what?
That's heading
Prosper or toward what?
Towards it's not north. It's heading west. West and kind of south.
West and south.
They're a little bit south, not much. Just mainly west.
You say west and south. I'm trying to think about where west is. So west would be heading toward Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And so that means west and south. South would be heading toward the Arlington area over there.
Not quite towards Arlington, so not that south, but it's more west than south.
So what cities is close to it?
Richland Hill, North Richland Hills, Fort Worth. It's like North Fort Worth, kind of.
So further than that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, it's about 55 with tolls.
From here.
Yeah, and then without tolls, is about hour 20.
Okay, I can do that. All right, what else files do we have?
Let me see.
We have 143 now.
Yeah.
Are we doing good?
We're doing good. I wish Paula would answer the phone. That's okay. I like Thomas's thing with this one. I'll send that one out personally right now. Okay. And then
Thomas sounds like he on the outside.
No, Thomas is, and if it's not this property, Robin was the other one. I think Robin's email. But not today. Shaney for Louisville property. That was already out. So let me call Shaney real quick. I think that was the last person. Robin was a text. So let me call Shaney real quick. You saw how far it was?
I saw what he had to say.
Oh, and so you changed your mind?
Yeah. He doesn't have enough to make it worth out.
Oh yeah, I got you. It's all about time well spent.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Shaney. Come on, man.
Your call has been.
Should probably text me. This is Damien. Wanted to know if you received our offers. Okay. That was it. That was Tiffany. Tiffany was the last one, but Tiffany she didn't answer, so I'm gonna retry to get her number. But that's the last one.
So what offers do we have still sitting on the table? With quite a few.
It's 7.
7. Still
7
on
right
the
now.
table.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 still on the table as of Shaney and Robin are 6 and 7.
So last week, how many did we put out there?
Last week was
we started Wednesday.
I think it was 37. I think we did last week.
That many? 37?
Yeah. As far all of them.
We started with Tuesday and Wednesday.
We started Tuesday.
Wow,
yeah. Well, I counted the ones I did on Monday.
Oh,
so I counted the ones I did on Monday. Okay. This week, I have to run through the count. I lost count.
We should be pretty good this week.
Yes, I lost count because we didn't do Wednesday because of Courtney's thing, and then Thursday because of
we were here. Me and you were here Thursday.
Were we?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like I missed something. Was it just Courtney's thing? Courtney's birthday? I guess it was. I don't know why I feel like I missed Thursday. Yeah, we were here yesterday.
Yeah, we were here. I
don't know what I'm thinking about. I had my therapy thing. That's why.
Yeah.
I thought I missed something.
No, we both.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we were here.
We only missed one day. That was Wednesday.
Yeah, so I got to recount how many we have sent out since
we
then.
had at least 7 to 8 a day, at least.
Yeah, I remember one day we had 7, and we've been having at least that many.
So Monday alone, our goal was to get 15.
Yeah, we had 12. 12, 13. Yeah. So yeah, no, I think we definitely hit the goal this week. If not, maybe 1 or 2 off.
And for the follow-ups we did today were from last week or from when?
Some were from last week, and then mainly were from this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So did anybody respond from last week?
The people that responded from last week were what's her name? Paula did respond, but she didn't answer the phone. What was the lady I just called first? I have her name up here. No, it was the first. Let me see. So Stella was this week. Vivian was from last week. Paula was last week. Lisa was last week. Ashley was last week. Lance, he didn't answer the phone. He was last week. Stella was this week. That's like I said. Colleen was this week. Evelyn was this week. She didn't answer the phone. Latasha was this week. Tyreek, he's
that list that you have are the ones that survived the underwriting process.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got offers sent to them already.
Gotcha.
Carlin was last week. Darnell was last week. Davisha, I think that's how you say her name, was this week, and Talia was this week.
Gotcha.
They had other properties that haven't sent us yet.
Gotcha.
The ones we saw in there wasn't gonna work for us, but we're waiting on them to actually send us properties.
Gotcha.
So I actually might give them a call too.
And so from what we've already sent out and the feelers that we sent out, we sent out our LOIs, our letters of intent. Once we got those letters out, wherever property survived our underwriting process.
Yeah.
Then we send offers out to all those places.
Yeah, once we get to a point like where we're like, okay, this works for us, this works for y'all, cool. We'll get Ash on a physical, formal contract, signed by all parties, then we'll get to work as far as the last portion of it, which is dispo, which, like I said, which is the easiest one to go to, like because we did right on the first part.
Yeah,
it's gonna make our job easier on the last part.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that is feeling like it's set to even get to that place?
Paula was. That's what Paula was. Also, Stella. Stella is feeling pretty confident right now too, especially since we already kind of have somebody that's in that area that wants to buy.
Latasha tried to call me. I believe it was Latasha. No, it wasn't Latasha. It was a different number.
Okay.
It was a 908 number. They tried calling me.
Oh,
from Alabama. Never mind. I thought it was her, but I sent her a message, and I'll talk to you afterwards.
Okay.
Your concerns were correct. It will part of not the Jeff side, but
her side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew something happened. I didn't know what it was though.
She just It's just she felt it was just easier to use people who didn't have to, who didn't want to change the rate. I know that in the past when they asked you last minute, they're willing to work with that, but when it's she just feels that she didn't want to deal with having the back and forth negotiation. It just easier.
But tell them I'm a natural negotiator. That's just me. If that bothers her, just give me the rate. If it ain't working, I just say no.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
Yeah.
So
people don't know how to communicate anymore. Just communicate.
People don't answer the phone. Yeah.
No, it's because we are tall and black, and we're the only tall and black.
So it becomes intimidating. That's terrible.
So I talked to her. It went from one event to 4 events on Tuesday, and willing to put you on some. One of them's a tear down and stuff.
Hello.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hi.
Hey, Tiffany, it's Damien. I'm sorry. I tried to call you yesterday, but I feel like I had the wrong number or something like that.
I'm sorry, who's this?
This is Damien. I'm actually calling you. You had a listing out on Slide Road. I was trying to call you about yesterday, but I don't know. Is this the right number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Is that home still available right now, actually?
It is available,
Okay,
yes.
okay, awesome. Give me 1 second. I just clicked off of it. Okay, cool. So just full transparent, I am looking at this more so as an investment property for myself. I mainly do Section 8 right now. And this is kind of one of my zip codes I like kind of doing it in. I just wanted to make sure that I know that you guys dropped the price. Was it any specific reason, like any big ticket thing they all did it for, or was it just because of the market?
No, so the price drop is because the seller is motivated.
Oh, okay.
And here, the situation with the house is that it's still marketable at 360, right?
Yeah.
So he knows that it's not, like, let's say the kitchen, for example, is not awful, but it's not like
2024.
newest, modern,
Yeah.
up-to-date kitchen. So
Yeah.
he dropped the price because he's motivated.
Got you.
He's ready to purchase a new home, but he needs to sell this property in order to purchase that new home. So he's just trying to like offload it because they live in a house, and then this is an investment property for him.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so that's good to know.
And so he's just like, and for an investment property, it's a great property. It's perfect for an investment, or it's perfect for a first-time home buyer. He's just trying to offload it so that he has that like cash, so that he can put that towards his next home. Because the home that they're currently in, they've only been in it for I think like 5 years, and his family has grown because he remarried and new baby, and he already has children that he's still raising. So
he got big plans.
The current home.
Okay.
And so they're just trying to have like cash flow.
So he's gonna sell the current home. Or is he planning on making the current home an investment property too after he sells this one?
No, I'm gonna be selling that one as well.
Oh, awesome! So you got 2 for 1.
3 for 1.
3 for oh yeah, because you're doing this one. Yeah, okay. But you're I'm assuming you're his buyer's agent too, right?
And then
yeah. Oh, you got some big things coming then. Also, well, let me start with this one then, and then well, I mean, so do you have his other one already on the market, or you're waiting to sell this one first and then put his current on the market?
Yeah, they want to move first because this is a house of I think 6 people.
Yeah,
and it's just too busy with working from home people and baby and all that. It's too busy for them to like do showings.
Yeah, no, absolutely makes sense.
Once we sell this one, they can move, and then I can list the other one.
Okay. Sorry, I got so personal with it. It just was a good story.
It's good information.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on this one first, and then we're gonna circle around. Once we buy this one, we're gonna buy the next one, and then you guys can sell. You can sell them to the other property, and get a home run.
I mean, the other one, it's much nicer. I don't know that you would want to do that as investment property, but you're welcome to.
What area is it in?
Talk about it. It's also Keller. It's like 5 minutes down the street from that one.
So Keller is just a really good area for my Section 8 guys. It's a need for it right now. Yeah, it's a need for it right now. And then I also do like traveling nurses. So I work with the hospitals out there in the Fort Worth area. So a lot of the recruiters are kind of asking me to kind of house their nurses right now. So if the numbers make sense, I'm all for it,
Absolutely. That's what I was about to say. I was like, if the numbers make sense for him, he's open to negotiating.
Okay.
He's put a lot into it. and he's planning to do the roof. Once we get a contract, we get the roof going.
Okay.
But because it's paid off, I think he just is doing everything cash or whatever.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Now, are you talking about his current home is paid off, or this house I'm looking at is paid off?
This house is paid off.
Okay, the one I'm looking on Slide Road.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Makes sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do?
As long as if the offers come through and they're within reason, he will probably take it.
Yeah.
To be honest. But
So.
it just has to be like.
Yeah, no, 100% makes sense. I always tell everybody that I'm working with, I'd rather be a win-win for all of us, or I'm gonna just walk away and be friends. Yeah. So I'm ready to put some money in this pocket, and make it at something worth his while, and work that out. So let me do my homework on it. Let me see what my Compson's area is looking like. If you don't mind, can you text me your email? Is this your direct number? Okay, awesome. Text me your email. I'm gonna send you over a couple different options that I kind of want to do with this, and you just tell me yay or nay to it, and maybe we could follow up sometime tomorrow to kind of see what works and what doesn't.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Does he kind of give you like good responses, or you need a few days or the weekend to kind of get a answer back?
Well, it just depends on what time it comes through. I'm in Puerto Rico right now.
Oh wow.
I mean, I should be responding pretty normally to everything.
Oh, you're the thing is, it's hard to get an agent on the phone just like when they're working like day to day, and you're on vacation answering the phone. So I commend you. That's probably why I couldn't get a hold of you yesterday.
I don't even see a missed call.
Yes, that's right. But it was like a dial-up kind of noise type of thing. So I was like, oh well, maybe it's the wrong number. So I was like, let me just try again.
Yeah.
No, that's no worries. How long you out on vacation?
What'd you say?
I said, how long are you out on vacation?
Oh, just till Sunday.
Oh, perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I need to go out there to Puerto Rico.
I'll text you my email right now.
Perfect. That sounds good. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you so much, Damien.
All
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Oops. Oh well. Okay, cool.
She was flooded for you.
Yeah, no, she definitely was.
You are getting people to open up.
I guess it just comes with time.
Really, really good at that, and people are willing to just open up and be personable.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Awesome. Well, I'm
Like,
glad.
you have some of those people who are just rough around the edges, and I don't know if it's one of those moments of the spirit meeting the spirit moment,
Yeah.
and they're just like, I don't even want to. Like when people have some sort of kindness in them,
Yeah.
it's like immediately connected, and they just open up.
That's awesome. That feels refreshing to hear. I'm glad people feel that way. To open up. I really just want to have a conversation with them. I just want to talk to you. I just want to see how everything's going. But no, that was a really good one. Mainly the key things I got. Actually, before I say that, what's some key things y'all got out of that conversation that y'all feel like, okay, now I can act on something, something triggering. Did you guys get anything from it?
I'm not gonna lie. I came back in halfway through the conversation. I'm not gonna lie. I came back in halfway through the conversation, and by that point, she was already opening up to you.
Okay.
But mainly just not being afraid to just have a conversation. Especially when she was opening up about the fact, she's on vacation and stuff. You're like, all right, well, I'm already in the door. Let me just talk for a second. I'm just peruse for a minute. I'm not just gonna dip out. And I got what I wanted. Bye. And you just hang up. You took the time to build that relationship. So even if this sale doesn't go through, you can follow through what you're saying, that if it doesn't land through the way I want it to, or the way we can come to agreement about, we can still be friends and work in the future.
100%
connection.
Absolutely, 100%. And the things that that I really feel like it was triggering on was more so of one, they need to sell this house to buy another house. Cool, they need money. I know the motivation. Kind of already have the timeline in mind because they want to move as soon as possible because he has a big family. He wants to expedite this process. So timeline, cool, ASAP, as soon as possible. Not in a particular rush, but again, he has a big family and they have to make something work. That's the second thing. Condition wise, you can see the condition. Condition looks great. It was a previous rental, so I already know that rentals in that area are already booming. And the last thing what's the last thing on the four things? Price. I already have the price there. The best information that she just gave me was the house is paid off. That house is paid off, and that means so much more than what some things I can do. So the thing is, I can give him that money he needs to buy the other house. I can do that all day long.
I put cash in his pocket, and the thing is, I'm not gonna tell him how much I can put in his pocket, but I want to let him let me know how much he needs in his pocket, and then with that money in his pocket, I'm gonna stretch that out because I'm gonna use that other money to buy his other house, but he doesn't know that yet. So I'm gonna buy the other house with this property, and I'm not gonna rent that property out. I'm gonna sell that to somebody that wants to be a homeowner, and I'm gonna be their bank for that property, and also for this property.
Nice.
And it's all gonna work together.
Nice.
I can't wait. That one's exciting.
Are you currently operating as the bank for other houses right now?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
At some point, would you feel comfortable enough offline? Comfortable enough to show us your portfolio where you are now?
Oh yeah, sure. Cool. I can do that. Yeah, absolutely.
If we want to follow back up with Natasha one more time, I sent her your email.
Yeah. Did she?
By the way, while y'all looking at that, that guy Thomas just sent me a text saying this is a VA loan.
That's fine. They say because he thinks that we can't do anything with it. Tell him that we work with VA loans all the time. That's perfectly fine. We can work with that too. The difference between the FHA, a conventional, and a VA loan, other than like the certain ways that we can use them, a lot of people think that you can't subject to a VA loan because you have to be a veteran to use the loan. You don't. You have to remember when doing a subject to loan, you're not taking their name out of the loan. You're keeping the name in place. You're just making the payments on their behalf. What you have to do is structure it as a mirror loan. Make sure you get a good TC that understands how to work that out as far as having a mirror loan. And whenever you go to the title company, just explain to them, your TC would explain to them how that whole process works. I don't want to get too far into the weeds about it and lead you astray. Get it with a TC that knows what they're doing and have them fully explain it to you. But that's what you want to do. Same thing with a FHA loan. What an FHA loan is, what's the terminology for it? So it's a self-serving thing, so you can't a title company can't do I want to say a title. It's something that a title company can't do with a VA loan. That you have to do a self-serve, like you have to do the title search yourself or something of that nature. Again, give it a TC that actually knows what they're doing. Make sure you vet them out, and then ask them what's the difference between doing a subject to a VA loan. What things you have to go through to make sure that's right. I believe it's self-performing loan. You have to, or self-performing way you have to do that. A conventional is just straight up doing subject to take over the payments of the mortgage. It's pretty much a clean cut. And then the other way is doing it a VA loan. We have to do a mirror loan based off the whatever the VA loan is, and let them explain that to you. So, cool. We'll follow up with Natasha here in a bit. We can do that off. But other than that, I think that was a very vulnerable episode, guys. Yeah. Again, I appreciate you guys' questions and stuff like that, because again, it's a lot of people that I can't reach out there that want to have the same questions you guys. And I want to make sure I'm providing value that for all ages. Because I can't think about my age group. I gotta think about other age groups. So that was really informative for me. Cool. With that being said, you guys stay blessed and busy.
Blessed and busy.
Bam.